Hi and welcome to my shed. This is where I put together my album Web of Dreams, and I'd like to show you some of the behind the scenes stuff that goes on when a CD is made. The actual recording takes place on a computer. It's a Mac running Pro Tools, and I've got all my instruments within reach. So it all pretty much happens in this one room. You know, I find it really difficult to describe my own style, but a friend of mine described my music as scenic, and that's a description I really like. I like the idea of music being used to create scenes, and that sits very comfortably with me because that's the way I write music, as a soundtrack for images that are in my mind. Web of Dreams is, I think, a scenic album. It's about landscapes, emotional landscapes, soundtracks to go with memories, dreams, thoughts and feelings. This album contains all original tracks apart from a cover of Fever. And the process of writing music is quite difficult for me to explain, but essentially I write music as an emotional response to a place, an event or a person. Other times I'm just noodling around on the guitar and I latch onto an idea or a riff. The tune Thumb Thing is an example of that. It started out as a thumb-picking exercise for the readers of Australian Guitar magazine, and it just kind of developed into this fun little tune. Okay, now I'd like to show you the guitars that I used in the recording. I'm proud to say that I use all Australian-made Maton guitars, and all the guitars in the room are strung with D'Addario strings. This guitar is a Maton custom guitar built for me. It's my main stage guitar. It has a fabulous sounding pickup system in it, and it's a very sweet sounding little guitar. Okay, this one is a Maton 808, and this is the main guitar that I used on Web of Dreams, featured on many of the tracks. It has Blackwood back and sides, and it's a very sweet and warm sounding instrument. Another one here is a very special instrument for me. This one is also a Maton, and it's very special to me because it's a serial number 001, and it was also the very first Maton guitar that I ever owned. And I keep this one tuned up in a C major 7 tuning. It gives it a very deep and very rich tone. I've used this guitar on every album that I've ever recorded. I've got a bunch of electric guitars as well, but the one that I used on Web of Dreams is this one. This is a Maton Master Sound, and I love this guitar. It's a beautiful looking thing, and it's got a real character to the tone as well. I've got this fabulous new toy that I used as an amplifier, which is the Line 6 Pod XT, and it's jam-packed with sounds, 32 amplifiers, speaker cabinets, effects, and I had so much fun recording the electric guitar with the pod. This CD was originally going to be a solo guitar album, so I recorded most of the guitar tracks as solo performances. So I'd come down here at night and I'd lock myself away in this little booth. I'd have all the microphones set up and ready to go, and I just hit the record button, close my eyes, and perform the tunes. When those sessions were over, I reviewed all the tracks and decided to add a few other instruments. Bass, keyboards, flugelhorn, violin, percussion were all added, but I wanted to keep the acoustic guitar as the focal point of the CD. So I basically built from the solo performances that I had recorded here. When I was 12, all I wanted to do was be a professional guitarist. I thought that'd be such a cool way to earn a living, and I still do. But you know, nowadays I'm involved in a few different areas of the music business, composing, producing, as well as performing and teaching. But there aren't many things that give me the same thrill as picking up a guitar and learning something new. I had a great time putting together Web of Dreams. I hope you enjoy listening to it. See you later.